UFC RIO is just one day away. In this video, I'll be breaking down the full card, giving you guys my predictions and lock of the week. Last card, we went 9 for 14. I know you saying Drew didn't show up, but the long shot parlay did. We turned $25 into $983. So if you want to be part of this action for free, go ahead and drop a sub and follow my Instagram bottom left. Let's get right into the action. To start the night off, we got Simon Oliveira versus Luan Lacerda. Luan Lacerda is coming off a huge layoff. He started off his UFC career 0-2, which made him take this huge layoff. But that shows me one thing, that he is focused and he's trying to get better. And then we got Simon Oliveira. This guy's 0-3 in the UFC. His last two fights have come by knockout to two really good opponents, in my opinion. Two really good opponents. But when I'm looking at his tape, I don't see a guy that's really that skilled, doesn't have the best fight IQ. And God, he throws a whole bunch of spinning back fists. Like, guys, go look at his tape and just count how many spinning back fists this guy throws. And, like, besides, like, just pressuring sometimes, he's high-paced. I won't lie, he's high-paced. But I think Luan Lacerda is going to be more focused here. He's going to dig deeper for this dub. You know what I mean? And I just don't like Simon Oliveira's stand-up. I just won't tell you guys to bet on him. And then we'll take it to a women's fight. We got Julia Pilastri versus Karolina Kowalkiewicz. A casual is going to say, oh, I'm going to go take a piss break for this fight. Oh, I'm going to go do this for this fight. I'm going to go do that for this fight. I'm going to go help my sister with her schoolwork in this fight. Fuck you. You're a casual. Go do your research on Julia Pilastri. She's a fucking savage Muay Thai fighter who does not slow down. And in this fight, I think she's going to find a finish. I know most of you guys are probably going with decision, and I'm going with finish. Carolina's 40 years old. She tends to slow down against higher-level opponents, and especially someone like a marauder like Julia. Go watch her tape against Lupi Godinez in that third round, and let me know what you see. I got Julia by finish here. Next on the card, we'll take it to Stuart Nickel versus Lucas Rocha. I'll be picking Stuart Nickel to win this fight, guys. He has a major grappling advantage in this fight. Major grappling advantage in this fight. And he lost his UFC debut in a fight which he was controlling mostly. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, he got subbed off of one single mistake. And then when you look at Lucas Rocha, you're going to say, yeah, he's a better striker on the feet. That's what it looks like when you first look and you're not really going into a full dive into their tape study like I did. Stuart got some power in his hands. You know what I mean? Rocha's going to have more of like a good flow, more of the footwork on the feet. But once Stuart gets his hands on him, he takes him down, he's going to control this man and get good ground and pound shots off. And I feel like he's just going to win this fight pretty dominantly with his grappling. And then we'll take it to another women's fight. We got Beatrice Mosqueda versus Irina Alexieva. Beatrice will be making her UFC debut, and I think she's pretty overrated, man. Like, I know a lot of people are going to pick her to dominate this fight in the grappling. But first of all, she needs to get it to the grappling. And second of all, she needs to get the respect in order to get it to the grappling as well, which means she needs to set it up with her hands. She has no fucking hands. Go look at her tape. One of her fights against this girl named Chanel. She's a negative 5,000 when the fight starts. The first 30 seconds, she gets rocked with two crosses. She rushes for a takedown, doesn't get it. Eventually, she finds a takedown when later in the fight, gets a sub. But it's like all of it just looks so bad. Another fight, I'm watching her versus a girl named Fernanda. She gets outlanded 20-8 in the first round against a girl that's 2-4. And Irina is going to be the much taller, more experienced, more dangerous striker on the feet. If she can deny these takedowns, she's going to make this fight look very easy. Very easy. Give me Irina to win by decision and make a huge upset victory against Matrice Beatrice. And then we take it to the heavyweights, take it to the big boys. We got Vitor Petrino versus Thomas Patterson. Vitor Petrino made his heavyweight debut last fight, and he looked really good. He got a first-round sub, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm taking him to win this fight. Lighter man skill. You obviously know he's coming up to heavyweight for his second fight, and he's bringing all that skill with him. All the mobility, all that power. He's not a fat fucking tubby guy, you know what I mean? That Thomas is used to fighting. This is probably going to be the most athletic guy that he's going to face. I know a lot of people have been saying that too, but it's facts. Give me Vitor by knockout here. And then we got a fucking banger of a fight. We got Clayton Carpenter versus Jafal Fahilo. Guys, all due respect to Clayton Carpenter. You know what I mean? I fuck with him. I like that he's whatever. I don't give a fuck about him, actually. Like, dead ass. I think Jafel's going to win this fight. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about him. And Jafel's winning this fight. Fucking, the only thing I don't like about Jafel, he is kind of wild. Like, he swings wild. And Clayton is a lot more tighter with his strikes. But Jafel's a fucking dog, man. And Jafel's just going to do more to win this fight. Give me Jafel in Brazil in front of his crowd to get it done by decision. A hard-fought decision. Lucas Almeida versus Michael Aswell. If you haven't seen it, it looks like Lucas Almeida has a broken hand or something in the weigh-ins. His hand's all swollen up, so I was going to pick him to win this fight, but now the pick is completely switched. We're going with Michael Aswell to probably win this by a decision. I mean, I could see him find a knockout or something because, you know what I mean, if your hand's fucked up and you're a pure striker, I don't know, man. I don't know. That just kind of ruined the whole fight. Give me Michael Aswell here. And then we got Ricardo Ramos versus Khan Ofli. I'm going to keep this fight as simple as possible, not try to overthink it. Ricardo Ramos has fought way better level of competition. Has been in the UFC way longer. He just fought a fucking marauder like Chepe Mariscal. I know he didn't win, lost in a decision. But getting in the ring with Chepe for three rounds, staying in there, taking that beating, your game. You fought better level of competition. Khan Ofli 0-2 in the UFC. Hasn't got a knockout since, 2019? You're not dangerous on the feet. Like, I have to pick Ricardo Ramos here, guys. By decision. And then we got Mario Pinto competing in his second fight in the UFC versus Jonathan Deniz. I'm taking Jonathan Deniz here. When I look at his loss against Marcin Tybura, or however you say that guy's name, that's a lot of ground and pound. That's a lot of grappling. I don't think Mario Pinto's going to do the grappling too much. I think this is going to be a mostly striking matchup, and I think Deniz is going to outstrike him here. And yeah, I think Deniz is going to get it done, whether it's knockout or decision. I think he get it done. And also, I think we need to take into account that Austin Lane fought both of these guys, and Austin Lane really, really wanted to grapple against Jonathan Deniz and didn't feel the need to grapple as much against Pinto. That should show you something here. And then we got Joel Alvarez at 170, by the way. This is 170, Joel Alvarez versus Vicente Luque. I think Joel Alvarez is going to destroy Vicente Luque. All of his wins are either by knockout or submission. I know he has 17 submissions. I got Joel Alvarez all day long here to find a finish inside the distance. And then we got what seems to be a pretty weird fight. We got Davison Figueiredo versus Montel Jackson. Davison Figueiredo's coming off that loss to Corey Sandhagen where he got his knee popped out of place and they had to stop the fight. Montel Jackson hasn't lost in a very long time, and he also hasn't been KO'd or subbed once in his career. But the one thing we got to look at is Davison Figueiredo has faced by far way better levels of competition, and he's a former champion. I know he's 37 years old, but there's going to be a grappling advantage in this fight if he can get this fight on the ground. Montel Jackson is not as tricky as Corey Sandhagen on the ground. I'm taking Davison Figueiredo to get back into his groove here. And then we'll take it to the main event. We got Charles Oliveira versus Mateus Gamrot. In this fight, I'll be taking Charles Oliveira. When I look at someone like Mateus Gamrot, yes, I think he has a cardio upside in this fight. But he's not as dangerous on the feet. All he has is a wrestling capability to win this fight. It's just wrestling. I don't think he's going to hurt Charles Oliveira on the feet. If anything, Charles Oliveira is going to hurt him on the feet. We've seen Mateus Gamrot get hurt just by every single person he's faced. And he had a dog fight with fucking Dan Hooker. And last fight he fought Ludovic Klein. Now you're fighting Charles Oliveira. I just feel like, I don't know. Even though he has been fighting a really good competition his whole career, but I got Charles Oliveira. He has so many more ways to win this fight. Here are my bets for this card. This weekend, we're finna turn up. We got a 3-leg right here. This is my safety parlay. 175 to take back 378. Then I got 50 on this. If Irina can just keep the fight standing, that's easy bread right there. No bullshit. And then I got a 6-leg right there just